Geraldo. We'll be back in a moment.
I have more questions to address to our three panelists, but before I do, let me introduce two more guests. First of all, Roy Ennis. He is the chairman of the Congress of Racial Equality. He feels that our country is being embarrassed by these racists. Sitting next to him, Rabbi A. Bruce Goldman, the president of the Center for Jewish Living. He says that these racist groups are being run by pathological misfits. And in that line, Bob Hike, before I get to our two new guests, you know, we got this right from your writing. Do you not believe, sir, that Adolf Hitler and the Nazis were heroes?
What's that from my writing? What is, please tell me what you're talking about.
Do you answer the question, please?
Heroes?
Yeah.
They, yeah, I guess, yeah, sure. They took up a struggle.
So cut through the bull. Yes, you do.
Yeah.
They were honorable.
In 10 years, they did what and the party, the National Socialist Party in Germany, did something that no one else has ever done. In that time, they turned the entire economy around and created a state that was, you know, unparalleled.
And wiped out, almost wiped out a race of people.
What about Joseph Stalin, the 30
almost
million people
wiped out a
Jews,
race
whites,
of people.
You can't put the supposed 6 million on Adolf Hitler, man, because Joseph Stalin,
You can't?
JFK,
You can't?
man,
The Holocaust, did it happen, Bob Hike?
Hey, does it matter?
How many?
Does it matter?
There's a 30 million people.
Does it matter?
Jews in the Ukraine that died. It was killed by Joseph Stalin, the man
Rabbi Goldman,
who was responsible for putting the Nuremberg trials.
Rabbi Goldman.
Rudolf Hess
Rabbi
did
Goldman.
nothing, put him away for 30 years, and
He
killed
says,
him in jail.
he says it doesn't matter. He says the Holocaust doesn't matter. Should we be frightened by his appalling ignorance? Or should we be angered?
30 million
Shut up!
people, man.
Or should we be angered by it?
Good man. No, here's a good man.
Shut up. Go ahead.
This is the same kind of talk that we had over the war in Vietnam when we counted bodies. An atrocity is an atrocity, whether it's one life, or 300,000,
But the Jews
or 3 million.
are at the top of the list.
Let me tell you how I first understood the meaning of the Holocaust. It was incomprehensible to imagine 6 million or 30 million slaughtered by the Russians under Stalin. He's correct. Okay. Until one day, sitting at the Eichmann trial in 1960 in Jerusalem, as a young rabbi, as a human being, I tried to figure out what is 6 million. Until I heard a woman describe how a man named Adolf Eichmann ordered a young Nazi SS Gestapo lieutenant to take her child from her breast, she was nursing, and take that child and swing it by the feet against a brick wall as the brains poured out onto its mother's breast.
Hiroshima, Dresden, 60 million.
All war is genocide, man. Face up to it.
Shut up.
You're
listen,
total.
Let him finish, please. Let him finish.
I'm getting tired of it.
Let him finish. I'm tired. You're tired. Shut up.
I then multiplied that incident by 6 million. And if that had been the only event perpetrated by racists, bigots, and people who hate each other, there is one thing that I've understood,
The more sympathy they get.
both in the area of what I call ethnic therapy, ethnotherapy I am, interracial, interreligious activities in which I listen to people intimately discussing their personal feelings involving racism and everything else in interpersonal relationships. The one thing that I've always noticed to be the case is I've never met a racist who loved himself or herself.
Roy Ennis. Michael Palish of the Skinheads of the National Resistance says that our country has been National White Resistance. Our country has been invaded by the Hispanics, raped and deceived by the Jews, and maligned and fornicated on by the blacks. Should we respond with anger or with sympathy?
I came here prepared to be very angry, but I feel very good because I see a cross-section of Americans here, and they're in good shape.
But America isn't. You say they're in good shape, but it's not.
The fact that this ad hoc cross-section of America understand that these guys are immature clunks and should be
I have a lot of
ignored,
people who beg to differ with you.
you know, Make me feel very good.
He doesn't have an argument. That's what he's trying to tell you guys.
One argument. That means very simple. You're a bunch of young clowns that are trying to grab every bit of media because you know in certain elements in America, racism pays well. You want to be racist.
They called us. Believe me.
What? Wait.
Sunlight is the best disinfectant. I believe that. Just like roaches, when you turn the light on, you go and scurry.
Yeah, but you don't...
We'll be right back. Stay with us. Our focus, young hate mongers. Let's take some audience questions.
I was curious. They're awfully young. They are very media slick. They know how to bait, and they use words that they've been trained in. I also am not that upset. What my question is, I think that they're quite ignorant. I'd like to know their
I
education.
think you're ignorant. Take your materialistic
What's your
attitude and
all right,
go
what's your
back to
educational
home
background,
and lock
guys?
it up.
Did you finish high school? Or?
Materialism isn't
Yes.
going to do anything for
What's
me.
your education? Let's start with you.
Went through high school. I had a working background. I worked all through high school. 7 years of baseball, 2 years All-Star. Came from a good family. I'm an electrician.
What's
make
your
a lot
educational
of money.
background, Bob?
I took the GED and got out when I was 14.
Okay, Michael, what's your
I
education?
graduated from high school, and I'm a layout and design artist.
A land design artist?
Layout and design.
Layout and design.
And an ex-con.
Are you an ex-con also?
Not an ex-con. Are you out of your mind?
Yes, you are, Michael. Why don't you tell them the truth?
Hey, I got no convictions, man.
I have to go to court tomorrow. That's true, but I'm not an ex-con, and I don't.
What do you charge?
You could take a drug test, and you wouldn't see any needle.
What do you charge?
Oh, drugs have nothing to do with it. Only
What do you charge?
destroy
I'm
an
not
entire
an
generation of
ex-con. You
youth
can,
or two.
Rabbi, what's he
my
charged?
resume here, it won't say
What's
I'm an
he charged?
ex-con. I was thrown out.
He was arrested for a felony.
A felon. Wait, hold it. Here we are. Question?
He reportedly served time for felony.
I'd like to know if
When?
you're so,
Go ahead.
if
You
your
wouldn't
beliefs,
remember anyway.
if you have true belief in your convictions and your movement is as good and as powerful as you say it is, why are you afraid to let other people speak? Why are you not like other minorities and allow other people to pursue whatever happiness they find in whatever religion they find, whatever color they happen to be? You don't let anybody answer a question, and if you don't have a question like this lady over here, you tell her to shut up. What are you afraid of?
The reason why I do that is because I get sick and tired of hearing the sob stories from kikes. I get sick and tired of seeing Uncle Tom here sucking up, trying to be a white
Go ahead,
man.
Roy. Go ahead.
Now, let me tell you.
Sit down, man.
Hey, you gotta be kidding. You gotta be kidding. You gotta be kidding. Hey, hold it. Hold it.
Sit down.